Yo. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you guys can hear me pretty well. Can you guys hear me pretty well? PURO Chicano U-turn. I don't know if something's going on with this thing. Jeez. This thing's been giving me a lot of trouble. I don't know what's going on. You guys, sure you guys can hear me. Unless this thing is acting kind of dumb because it's been. I don't know what's going on with this thing really. I think it's been tripping. Either way, PURO Chicano U-turn. Well, we're gonna try to see what's going on with this thing. We're trying to figure this thing out. It's been giving me issues, man. To be honest with you guys. That's why that's why the long delay. Other than that, I could have been in here at the at the register time, which was 6:45 for a pregame show. That's why we got a pregame show. Um, but that's the reason we do. And so yeah, what's up, Mikey? I can barely hear you, brother. Stop by to show. Wait, something's blocking. Show my love and support and say hello to everybody. Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me pretty good, man, or you guys want me to, or should I just talk a little bit louder? Is that's what it should be? Yeah, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. Hey, God bless you, man. But I'm Steve, by the way, Chicano Steve. Um, yeah, I don't know. Things been this thing's tripping, man. I don't know what's going on. And you know what? And that's the reason you don't let your kids borrow your dang phone, man, because they start doing all kinds of things, man. Honey, how you doing? Yo, God bless you, man. God bless your heart, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. Much love to you too, baby. Man, I just been going through a lot of crap, man, these last couple of days, man. Now I understand a lot of things, man. You know, before I'll explain in a minute what I mean by that. But right now I'm just trying to set myself up, man, because this thing was giving me a whole lot of issues, man. Trying to even get in here. That's the reason we have the pregame show. The pregame show is to try to set ourselves up, and try to establish ourselves, man. Make sure everything's working pretty good too, man. Yeah, baby girl, man. I've actually I've actually missed you too as well, man. Just being around, just sometimes we don't get to speak with anybody, man. Just chill out. Let me see if I could. I'm sure I'm able to. Uh, Let me see for a second. Give me a second, guys, because I'm gonna go ahead and post a link, man, for anybody that wants to come in here, man, and wants to say hello. But I gotta figure this out because I'm telling you, my phone, man. I let my kids borrow this dang phone, man, and these fools just this fool obliterates it, man. He starts. The reason I couldn't even get in here right now too is because it was telling me that I was lacking a storage. Well, it looks like my dang son was recording all kinds of crazy nonsense over here. I don't know what the heck he did, but you see now this thing speaking to me in Spanish. It's activar el portal papeles. What the heck does it mean by that? All right, well, at least I found the link for anybody that wants to come in here, man, and wants to join us. Want to tell your story? Want to just come in here and just say hello? It's up to you guys. You know, shout out to shout out to you as always, honey, Mr. Goy. That said what's up right here. Um, Shout out to Evan, uh, Snap City News, man. As always, I love you guys, man. I love you guys over there. You guys show nothing but respect to me every time I show up over there. Or Nikki, man. Nikki's another woman, a woman that a real woman. You know, as real as they come. Uh, she knows what I mean by that. But but yeah, nah. All my respects. All my respects as always, man. Anybody that you know Teresa was someone too, man. She was really a real individual too, man. That will come around and I haven't heard from her, man. She was over there in Florida over there, and I haven't heard from her in months, man. I have no clue what happened to her, man. I don't know if she disappeared or, but I have no clue. You know, they say I wish you can jump up at a Sunday, and I have to. You have to be at work at 5 in the morning. Oh my lord. You know, I got some things that I wanted to share. Me as a lot of people know that I'm unable to work, or or rather I'm not allowed to go to work. You know, even though I've worked for over 25 years, my whole life, and always been used to busting, you know, busting my rear end going out there to work, um, because of the freaking seizures. Um, it's been a little bit hectic. And I just got these. I just got this phone too. Not to mention, I just I'm just barely getting established with this dang phone too as well. Um, so I don't know, man. I've been trying to establish myself. And then my boy, likes to use a phone too, man. I'm already actually taking the freaking phones away from these guys, man, because all these guys, listen, man, that's one thing I'm pissed off about YouTube, man. I gotta say, I'm sorry, guys. Did I just say that? YouTube, listen, man, you guys are out there teaching these kids, man. I'm not gonna come over here and try to lecture anyone, man. But if I'm talking about nonsense, if I'm talking about things how to, you know, you got girls over here burping, and you got girls over here showing themselves and doing all kinds of other crazy stuff, man. If I show that, oh man, I'll be right there. The algorithm be in my favor. But I'm over here talking about God, or I'm over here talking about the truth, or over here, of the government, allegedly, right away, what's gonna happen? These guys will put me right there in the freaking. They won't. Matter of fact, they'll even get rid of you. They'll stop your dang channel. They'll block you. I was saying these nice things the other day, man, and posting these things, and stuff, stuff will get chewed up, and stupid it won't even come out. I don't know, and it's ridiculous, it makes no sense. Well, obviously it does make sense, but but you know what I mean. It's just that you know, when you're having to deal with social media like this, designed for stuff like this, then I guess that's what we've got to expect. Maybe I'm in the wrong platform. Maybe that's what it is. If I talk about God, or I talk about something else like that, I'll get blocked immediately. Or I'm some kind of conspiracy theorist about excuse me. If I begin to talking about the truth about what's really going on in this world, then I go ahead and get blocked. It's ridiculous, man. It makes no freaking sense. But yeah, honey, I wish I could come in here. Oh yeah, yeah, you're absolutely invited. Let me go ahead and get you in here. Add to the stage. That's what that means. Let me see out. I don't know. Let me I'm trying to see how I can do this. Like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you have to go to bed, man, go to bed, man. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and chit chat. God bless your heart. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for stopping by. Um, you know, just happened, man. It just threw me the hell out of here. Um, I don't, well, anyways, man. I guess maybe that comes with the territory, man. Welcome to Brown and Chicano, the Brown and Chicano live stream podcast, man. Thank you for coming by. Anybody that's gonna be out here, man. Uh, God bless you guys, man. My brother from another mother, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. Um, shout out. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. Johnny Hash Brown, man, my brother from another mother. ¿Qué onda, compa? I haven't heard from you, man. I sent you a text. I sent you a email, dude. I have no clue what happened. I haven't seen you afterwards, man. Um, and I was in the I was in the process of saying what's up to Slab City News. Look, man, I ain't got you here on my wall, dude. Johnny Hash Brown. I got Slab City News over here. It's Slab City TV. PURO ChicanoUTurn. I tagged up all the freaking wall over here, just like a freaking madman. Just for the hell of it, man. Just for the lot just for the podcast, man. Just for for the live, just for fun. For kicks and giggles is really what it was for. And then I was just doing all this stuff just for the hell of it. Just having a little fun. But yeah, man. My whole thing here is by the way, shout out to everybody out there, man. All the live community out there that's followed us, man. People over there from the slabs, so a couple people, what you call it, yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit too, man. I don't know. I heard something about. Now I'm hearing conflicting things about what had happened down there. I think there was something that happened over there in the slabs where it turns out that somebody strangled a puppy to death. What I heard, strangled that puppy, and then in somebody's camp, Daddy Lewis, somebody ended up lighting themselves on fire, and I guess perished. Uh, you know, uh, with the fire, I guess, was consumed by the fire itself, and it turns out it looks like it was some kind of females that happened to. I heard that happened to a female down there. That was the last time I heard from the Lewis drama down there in the slabs. The last time I heard from them, and uh, via somebody that knows firsthand, uh, you know, knowledge, because I've been actually following my so-called Slab City life with Angie, and it turns out that I guess she doesn't have first-hand knowledge, because I guess she lives in a canal, and she doesn't live like really on the slabs. She says where he does, and she's a little bit more on the outskirts on the canal, and says she the only thing that she heard was that somebody said that fool that guy was on. Some people say that he was rest in peace. Some people say he's still in jail. Some people say they don't know anything about him, and then there's another people that say that he was actually playing right there on the range on this Saturday. So I heard. I've never been down there. I've I learned everything that you need to learn about the slabs, obviously, via the internet, obviously, and YouTube and stuff like that. Actually, well, I take that back. I went down there to the Salton Sea the other time, looking for the slabs. But I was with the whole family, and it was some kind of a weird experience, man, because I went down there, man, and I traveled over 300 odd miles in one day, which was took me it took me like about 13 some hours or whatever, because I went from LA all the way down there, fully loaded with the kids and the wife. When obviously when I had when I still had a loyal wife, uh, and it was fully loaded with the kids and everything, man. We went over to Salton Sea. It was beautiful, man. I must say that it was a good experience. But I got stuck I should have stood over somewhere over there in some kind of place, Maybe I should have probably rented a hotel room or something like that, and probably just stood over. Maybe just come camp out because I was over there in my Astro van. My 1995 Astro van was super clean, man. I actually missed that thing. I crashed that thing, man, because I had a freaking seizure, man. I was going to church, man. I was in church. I know I know I told this story before, and I was actually coming from church and was taking a sister from church, taking her to this older woman, Uh, man, I was taking her to her house, and I was busting a U-turn somehow, some way. I passed out, or I felt kind of weird, and I ended up wedged between a telephone pole and a church, and so that's what happened. And so when I woke up, the police was there, and I ended up on the freaking ground. They saw what happened. They saw I had another seizure. I ended up on the freaking ground, handcuffed, face first, and that's what happened. You know. So these guys even allowed me. They were gonna take me to jail. They thought I was abbreviated and everything, but then they realized that nah, I just had a freaking seizure, and the people at the church, I kept telling them come over here and pray for me because I needed it at the moment because the pastor came out of all things. The pastor came out, but the pastor didn't want nothing to do with me. I guess he thought I was whatever. But then they saw they saw that I was telling the truth because the sister that was with me that day, she actually you know she called some people to come over here and come get her. And ever since, man, she never went back to church. People just didn't want to talk to me anymore. Like if I did that thing, like if I did it on purpose, or something. They man, that's how you know who's who, man. And she would always ask me to take her to her house, and I would take her for free, man. Never ask her for anything. Not even one time did she ever give me some no gas money. And not like I was asking for it, but but I mean the principal will tell you something like that, right? Especially after doing it more than a dozen times or so, or practically every time you go to the church after 6 years. And anyways, yeah, man, so, she decided not to talk to us no more. So, I mean, that's just to show you, man. Some people ain't got no dang principles in their life. But I'm not gonna name no names, obviously, But anyways, yeah, man, it destroyed my van. My van was destroyed. Uh, they even allowed me, so much so that they allowed me to actually call my own tow truck guy. you know. So I ended up calling somebody, man, and homeboy was pretty cool with me, man. And shout out to Ramon Tow, you know, Don Ramon. He's always been really cool with me, man. He's a high end individual out here, man. He got his own little things going on over here. He's a very intelligent individual. Um, People that know how to make some money and know how to work for themselves, which is really what I wanted to get to. Because I got some information, man, for those people that like to trade, that like to be out there trading. Yeah. Um. Well, anyways, yeah. Shout out to you, Carlos, over there, man. Slab City TV, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. Mi compa, mi compita, wherever you are, man. Um. You're always welcome. Go ahead and actually anybody, man. Anybody wants to go ahead and contact me, you can go ahead and contact me. You know, via email. Uh, you guys can see it in the description. Uh, on my YouTube channel. Which is Chicano U-turn, or hashtag Chicano Steve. You guys can find me either way. Chicano Dad is another one. You guys can call me anything you guys want, but never call me Fruity. All right. So, so that's one thing, man. So, yeah, I love you guys, man. Johnny, man, I miss you, brother, man. I miss you a lot, brother, for reals. I send you an email, so I never got a response from you, brother, man. I don't know. So I hope God willing, you're okay, bro. Estés bien, estés bien, mi compa, because I miss you, brother, man. Ahí cuando puedas me llamas, puedes llamar. Yo creo que te dejé el teléfono, my new phone number. If not, go ahead and email me, and I'll go ahead and give it to you. Now that I got a new phone number, and yeah, to anybody else out there, I've pretty much I guess you can't do that over YouTube, because I try to do that to a couple of people, man, and the freaking message and the post goes ahead and disappears. But yeah, man, I appreciate Honey Ho for coming around. Thank you, Honey man. Thank you for coming and stopping by, man. God bless you. God bless your heart, man. We'll go ahead and stay in touch, man. You know, I want to go ahead and you know, yeah, I know that you got to go to work, and a lot of us got to go to work, man. So I know that you said that he was asking what had happened to the stuff, the stuff what happened on Saturday Night Lives. Excuse me, Saturday Night Lives. Well, it was actually I was actually doing them on Fridays, and either Friday or Saturday. But I just figured that a lot of people, they're out and about on Friday. I mean, on Saturdays. Fridays too. People go out there, try to go cash a dang check, try to get some money, try to go get the groceries, try to go get all their stuff. And Sundays is a little bit more laid back, but then again, a lot of people just simply don't want to deal with nobody on Sundays either, because you got to go to work on Monday. But yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that can be shared, man. There's a lot of people out there, man, that don't know anything about trading. Um, I've been learning about it. People think I'm just a slouch, and because I'm not allowed to work really, because they took my dang driver license too as well. Anyways, I've been learning about this stuff, man. These guys, that's why these guys, man, they don't work for nobody, man. They work for themselves. And if they do work for somebody, it's for a freaking commission or for some kind of interest, And these guys are making bank, not bank just for themselves, but they're making bank for them, for the people that they're helping out. And so that right there has interested me a whole lot. That these guys are working out of a computer and working out of, that's why God bless shout out to the Tate brothers, man. People hate these guys. They say they're misogynist, and Andrew Tate, the top G, and his brother Tristan. They don't like these guys, man. But a bunch of people are haters, man. See, you get a guy like that, man. They go ahead and try to block this guy all day long. But if I'm out there, man, spitting and farting, man, and showing kids, man, how to be perverts and stuff like that, man, how to become some kind of a deplorable human being, man, the algorithm will be in my favor. But if I'm out there talking about religion, if I'm talking about God, how to love God, and how to ask for forgiveness and stuff like that, man, I'll be banned and blocked forever. They go ahead and block you. They go ahead and put you in the category where the Tate brothers are, man. These guys are right there trying to help people out via their the real world. Um, what is it? Yeah, excuse me. It's called the real world uh, .com, I believe it is, or something like that. But they got their own academy where they're actually showing people how to make some money uh, via the internet. They show you how to do a lot of things, many things, not just a couple of things. But a lot of people are making a whole lot of money, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and I had actually joined, but for some reason my phone didn't give me the ability to do all that stuff, man. Was blocking me, was doing all kinds of crazy, funny things, man, that didn't allow me to. I had paid the subscription already, man. I had already paid for the entire month, and I wasn't able to get in there, and so it sucked. And I was like, man, I paid all this money. Well, it wasn't a whole lot of money. It was like about $49.99 or something. I don't recall right now. But I had paid for the whole thing, and I was ready to make some money, man. And at the end of the day, I wasn't allowed to go in there. So that kind of sucked, man. And so I was like, I was disappointed, man. I was bitterly disappointed at some point because I really wanted to make it happen. Because I got two kids. I'm a single father for all those people that know out there that I got a daughter. I'm co-parenting with a daughter, man. She's already 15 years old, man. She's a teenager, bro. She's a teenager, man. And so I gotta take care of her, right? And obviously I mean, she does that. That's one good thing about her, man. She's not out there asking for this and that, and that she wants these freaking $300 shoes, man, or she wants to be wearing this high end whatever, you know. And yeah, man, so she's not out there asking and begging me for none of that stuff. more like my little son, the youngest one, the 8 year old. That fool, he wants everything, top end and stuff like that, man. But I'm trying to teach him. I got to fight with him, man. If anything, man, if the most trouble I have, man, right here is my son, my 8 year old, because I got a 9 year old. It's really, he really, he's really comprehensive, and really, really does analyze things and stuff like that. The other one's he's more impulsive. He's more, you know, I guess if you believe in the Chinese astrologies or the zodiacs and stuff like that, this guy's a Leo. And if you guys look up what the Leo is, you guys will understand. By the way, he's also in the he was also born in the goat year. So just look it up, man. You guys will find out what kind of personality that is. I guess it turns out that I'm a rooster, um, because we were born in the 80s and in the early 80s. Uh, and so yeah, man. So I was born in 1981, and it turns out that I'm a Scorpio as well, which that was my birthday. My birthday was it was early or so early this month. I turned I'm somewhere around 45 years old already, and so yeah, man. I really didn't do anything, just stood home and just enjoy myself here with the family. Really didn't do much. I didn't even drink or nothing. Just nobody even really knew. Nobody even came over here. Nobody even said anything. Happy birthday. Nothing. I think only my kids were the only ones that said it just because it was mentioned. But that was about it. And so yeah, man. But other than that, I mean, it was I just spent time with my kids and that was it. Here in the house with grandma and stuff like that. But yeah, man, everything was good, man. Everything was good. Everything was nice and smooth. God bless my mother, man. She's been a person that's really helped me a lot. Mijo, keep that door closed, please. I got my son over here. Shout out to my son Junior. Yeah, so but yeah, shout out to I must say, man, shout out to my baby mama, man. The mother of my daughter. Her name's Alicia. Shout out to her and the whole family, the whole Vergara family, and the whole Vergara and the Vasquez family too, and everybody over there that um that has taken care of my daughter and love my daughter too. They love her. So unconditionally, obviously. I mean, when they see me, they don't like me. They probably hate my guts or something like that. But when it comes to her, they love her. And it's ironic because she looks just like me. And the female version, of course, she's brown like me and proud like me. I guess you want to say that. But yeah, man, she's over there smoking everybody. She's really she came out with good athletic ability, man. Um, I guess she got that from us, from our side of the family, because none of her family's really that athletic. I would say. Sorry to say, man. Or did I just say that? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh yeah, for sure. Now I'm gonna get scoped out, and I'm gonna look under the freaking. I'm gonna look outside before I get out. You don't want to have a dirty bomb out there, man. It's gonna blow up in my face or something. They're watching this. But yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, honey, man. We'll stay in touch, man. Mr. Goyo that showed up right now earlier just came to say hello, man. God bless your heart too, brother, man. Thank you for being around here, eh? To say hello, to showing your support for all of us, man, over here. Like to say what's up to the people over there from the Slap City News. People like Vinny, people like Mr. S Jones, Rodders, yeah, Mr. Rodders, Beckers, Miss Beckers. Um, Way too many of the Willy Wonka. All you guys that are all over there, man. You guys, everybody's a bunch of yeah. We're all a bunch of characters, man. None of us are freaking special. I mean, special in that way, we're all just the same. We're all the same human beings, man. We all got our special ways. Let me just say that. But we all got our ways, I guess. But yeah, all of us, and then we go over there and join the discussion, the gossip that we're talking about when you guys are talking about. Even though sometimes I really don't know. like they say, there's someone that it's called a Cecil, um, Cecil or Cecilia, I would say in Spanish. We would say in Spanish. I guess the individual is and I think the both couples are you know not in the best of physical shape, and they're kind of hurting, and our heart goes out to them, and our prayers go to them. Um, as you guys always you guys are always suggesting, for them. God bless you guys, man, and God bless you guys' heart too, man, and wish everything turns out to be the way God wants it. I guess it's the only way I can say it. Because at the end of the day, we all, you know, we're never gonna, all of us, no one in the history of mankind has ever stood the test of time. All of us, obviously, we're all designed for that. We're all gonna leave one day. I keep telling my kids the same thing too. So I'm not gonna stay here forever. One day it's gonna be time where God's gonna come knocking on the door and it's gonna ask me to go. It's gonna be like, yeah, it's time for you to go, son. It's time for me to take you. It's time for you to, you know, pony up, and we have to. I mean, there's just no way around it. Just simple as that. And I mean, I know it sounds kind of harsh and it sounds kind of whatever, but or it might not be the true moment, but this is what this whole thing's about, man. I'm a person that's gonna talk to you with the truth, man. We're gonna be raw as they come, and just simple as that. And so, but yeah, no, well, I'm sorry, if I don't mean to ruffle anyone's feathers, man, but that's just the way it is sometimes. We got to say things sometimes. But a lot of us too understand that sometimes we have to be like this. But yeah, man. Shout out to Mr. Goat Slinger too, man. Hey, I haven't seen. I know you the other time you came around and you said what's up, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, sir. We're gonna have them beers, man. One day we're gonna go over to your house. We're gonna go chill out, have them Budweisers. You got your grandsons and I got my kids, uh, practically almost the same age. So we'll get to go over there and have a little carne asadita and chill out, have a couple, knock a few back. Of course, nothing crazy. Like we're not like that no more. You know, the craziness that I find is when I go to the freaking railroad tracks, man. Right, and over there. Oh, excuse me for a second. I had to drink a little bit of water. Sorry, guys. I was having a little bit thick in my throat. Well, anyways, man. Yeah, guys, man. You go over there to the freaking railroad tracks, man. You see just about whatever you want to see over there. You know, and sometimes you get these girls, man, these young girls and these young guys coming around, and everybody got their own issues, man. But obviously, we all have our what you call it, we all have that those things that are always knocking on the door, always what I'm trying to say, right, guys? We all have our demons, you know, and sometimes you just got to get out of the freaking house, or you got to go deal with it somewhere else, or you just don't want to expose it with anybody else. And I think it's been the case with me sometimes, that sometimes I got to leave the freaking house, man. I got to, you know, go knock a few back there, But yeah, man. Yeah, right now I'm just, right now we've been hurting a little bit, man. I gotta be honest with you guys. I got a few things I need to sell, man, because obviously I'm not working, and I've been trying to get my stuff pretty much situated with all the stuff that I got, so we can begin our journey in this trading world. What we're gonna start doing, we're gonna start going ahead and like I said, I was gonna go ahead and share this information. Miko, can you do me a favor? Can you give me that paper right there, please? That information right there. All of those papers right there. Dámelos, Miko. Thank you. Shout out to my boy. You know, I wrote a lot of stuff right here that I got for those that are interested. you know, let me go ahead and talk to you guys about a little bit about this now. And I know that like you, honey, you're over there in Canada. I don't know. I don't know if you're in Quebec or I forgot exactly where you say you were exactly where. Um, but there's a few companies over there, eh? There are people are coming up because right now people must understand that yeah, we're gonna get a little bit into the financial things, man. I will talk a little bit more about this other stuff, but I think this is very important for me to share with you guys, man. The stuff that I found out and that I found that I've wrote down and that I got right here that'll make you and it's gonna make a lot of people rich and it's gonna make a lot of people because right now with this stuff that's coming up, man, right now a lot of people don't understand that right now this country right now is in big trouble. The whole world's in trouble, man. Right now the world's on fire. Everything they said that Donald Trump was gonna do, like the president and all the Democrats said, "Oh man, if you guys go ahead and vote this guy on, vote him on, into office, the world's gonna be on fire." Well, guess what? Everything that he said was gonna happen when Donald Trump didn't happen, but all the things that said that was gonna happen with Donald Trump happened in the eyes of Joe Biden. The world's on what the heck? The world right now, the world's on fire. Look at it. You got wars all over the freaking place. You got you got the the Israelites right here decapitating these people. They saying they're decapitating children and grandmas and children, stuff like that. That they're just and that and then you got the Ukrainians fighting with the Russians. That the Vladimir Putin's over here decapitating all the freaking Ukrainians and stuff like that, and ethnic Ukrainians and stuff like that. That throwing missiles up them, and kamikaze drones and stuff like that. And then you got a bunch of missiles, that are raining down also from all kinds of parts from the Middle East onto Israel. Israel, the size of New Jersey, you know, coming from all places, coming from the north, from the south, from the east, practically from everywhere. And then you got the Chinese ready to invade Taiwan, at a moment's notice, and also Iran right here developing nuclear weapons, sending these fools $8 billion and stuff like that. And they'll talk about that. But these fools right here want to talk about all this crazy stuff. Well, anyways, man, there's a lot of things, man, that people don't understand right now. That right now the future, and they're trying to make the future. Obviously, we all know that the future is on the technology, right? We all know that there's a lot of places, like the AIs, the AI bots, and stuff like that. The artificial intelligence. There's a lot of companies that are coming up. There's a lot of places that they're selling their shares for like about $3 a share, and you're a lot of these people are gonna make a gang of money, bar none. They're gonna go ahead and invest, and they saying that right now, if you invest in some of these AI places, not to mention, and what do you need when you're running a thing like that? You need batteries, right? Where do you get batteries from, or where do they make them out? Lithium, right? Exactly. Well, you got to go and there's a lot of these Canadian companies that are coming out. If you get these guys that are like explorers, right? You get the explorers and miners. They're exploring, and you go ahead and invest instead of investing on the companies. They're doing these batteries. You invest a lot of the times into the exploration and the mining of the company. Like if you're going to go ahead, for example, you're going to go ahead and invest in gold and silver. What is a where are you going to get the most bang for your buck? A lot of people don't know. Where are you going to get the most bang for your buck? If you go ahead and invest on the company that's selling the gold right there in downtown LA or New York City, you know, or right there you're selling these Cuban chains right there in Florida, right there in Miami. Are you gonna go ahead and get the most bang for your buck when you buy that chain, that gold Cuban chain that you wanted, the Cuban link that you always wanted, or are you gonna make more money when you go ahead and get it from the mining company? Or how about the guys that explored explorers that go ahead and found that mine and then sells it to the mining company. Who do you think is going to get the most money? Where are you going to get the most bang for your buck? How about you just go ahead and invest in all three of them, right? You can do that. Or what about go ahead and invest in two of them and go ahead and buy the third? You'll be like a middleman, especially if you become some kind of a jeweler or something like that. Or you're the guy that sells the gold directly to the jewelers. They go ahead and make these gold rings and make these sapphires, these sapphire links, and these necklaces and all that stuff. Where do you think's gonna make the most money? This is what you got to think. A lot of people are not thinking about that money, man. But the money is. I was born poor, man. We were born like that. I was even lucky to even have a toy. You know, a lot of the times, if I saw another kid with a better toy than myself, man, we'll go ahead and steal it. Or somebody with jacket, you'll find a way how to get it. But for dang sure you weren't gonna pay for it. Not to say that I grew up, being a thief or anything like that. But yeah, a lot of the times that's how uh, toys would change hands that way. The so-called friends that you had in the barrio, and growing up in South Central and East LA, bar none. But yeah, back to this stuff, man. Look, if you guys are interested, man, there's this one place right here that I found out. I guess this was in 2022. I got it written down right here. It says October 13, 2022. I guess that was last year. I guess this was a market summary of a place that was called. I guess this one right here was probably in China. But this thing was. Let me see. Let me read this real quick. So it looks like this thing was this thing was called Bay Bay Battery Free Bat FB. The letter F as in Frank, E as in Edward. Battery Metals Core. I guess that was the name of it. Bay Battery Metals Core. It looks like these guys at one point in I guess at one point these guys were at that time in 2022, uh, their share was only 0.0091, which is less than a fraction of a penny. Uh, that's how much the share was. A share, and it looks like today it ended up going to 28 cents uh, US. So right now this company looks like it's at 28 cents right now. I believe, but this was I think it was in October, maybe a year later uh, of that day that I wrote it down. So I think that's what you got right now. So I think right now there's still time to go ahead and invest in this company. It's a little bit over 25 cents a share. So you go ahead and, man, just imagine, man, you go ahead and buy a bunch of shares of these things, man, for 28 cents, and this thing ends up going to a freaking dollar, and you bought maybe, I don't know, you invested maybe, I don't know, like about you know 10 grand or whatever. They just say 1 grand. How much are you gonna make with that? You're gonna make three times more of your own money just by maybe in the next couple of years, maybe less than a couple of years. You're gonna go ahead. This thing's gonna go ahead and blow up. Uh, I believe the ticker on this thing is called. I believe the ticker. It says right here. If you're interested in looking for it, um, I forgot exactly what, man. Let me see. I'm trying to look. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to look right here exactly where that company is. I think the company right here is you go on the internet. It's O is in Omar, T is in Tom, C is in Cat, M is in Mike, K is in I don't know the K is in I don't know kite. I don't know. I'm just escaping me right now. I'm sorry. So it's a K. T is in Tom again. Excuse me. And S is in my name, Steve. And the ticker is the letter F. F is in Frank. E is in Edward. M is in Mike. And two F's. Frank and Frank. That's the ticker. So if you guys are interested, it looks like that's where it is. And when I was talking about Canada, there's this place that's called, I guess they call themselves, or maybe this is who these guys are, man. I don't know. It's because I got this thing all over the place, man. I'm so sorry, guys. But the thing is, right now, the whole thing that you guys must go ahead and explore and go ahead and invest right now. It's in lithium ion. That's gonna be the future because that's what's gonna be running these AI bots, man. This technology right now, all these cars, these electric cars and everything. This is where you're gonna get all these batteries from, man. And what you make batteries with, the most efficient batteries you can make is with lithium, right? So lithium batteries is what that's gonna be the name of the game, and so that's gonna be the name of the game. So it's a good idea to go ahead. I guess this guys that I got right here, they call themselves Canadian Quebec Company Exploration, and it's in Quebec. So I think that's who the name of the place was, the OTCMMKTS, and then the ticker is FEMFF. And then I got something written right here that says Lithium Mining Corporation or company. I think it's company. So it's lithium mining company. I wrote this down. And then go ahead and invest. It says right here, invest in copper, nickel, cobalt, and lithium. Those things right there are going to be the ones that are going to be the money makers, eh? So go ahead and write this down, man. This stuff right here is going to go ahead and blow up. If this thing right here was less than a penny, man, and it's running right now at 28 cents now, imagine this was 0.0091 and it jumped up in 3.37%. And now you got it somewhere around 28 cents a year later. And this is just the beginning, man. Just like they say right here. Look, I wrote down right here too that right now too the barrel. You think the oil's gonna be, you think the oil's expensive right now? They're talking about this thing going all the way to $300 a barrel. Imagine $300 a freaking barrel, dude. If you guys, and I think right now I think it's like 100. I don't know how much it is right now. I don't remember right now how much the oil barrel is. I haven't checked it out because I'm more into this other stuff right here, like the gold, silver, uh, the base metals, eh? Because this stuff right here is going to be the this is going to be. Go ahead and take it. This is what's going to go ahead and going to be the money makers over here, eh? You guys are interested in this stuff, man, about the money. This is what we gotta. This is what we gotta go ahead and. I said I wanted to share this stuff with you guys, man, because I want people to succeed too as well. Because I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this too. It looks like there's a place right here that it says 60K acres holding. I guess you go ahead and this thing says right here that this in Quebec as well. It says Augustus Lithium Property Property X Property. It's located in the vicinity of Valide or Quebec, Canada. And then you have a North American Lithium. The ticker is NAL, Nancy Apple Larry. And then you got another one that's called what does it say here? The Author Project area. It says notable companies in the area. Oh, that's another notable company over there in that area. Huh. And then you got lithium
pegmite, pegmite, yeah, pegmite, lithium pegmite oxide, the basement rocks at the Augustus Lithium. Huh. I'm sorry, man. I'm reading right here, guys. So it looks like that company. The two tickers. One is Larry, Eyes and Isaac, and then you got 20, and then you got the other one that's Apple, Larry, and Paul. Those are two. So yeah, check them out. I guess, man. Do your due diligence, man. I gave you guys some fire. I sure as hell when I start getting some money myself, man. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna probably end up selling my classic truck, man. My 1994 1500 CK. Um, a lot of people, and then it's an extended cab, so everybody really wants those because they didn't make a lot of those extended cabs out, especially out here in LA. Because most of these trucks that you got out here, man, and it is lowered too, man. It's lowered, so it looks like it looks pretty crazy with these big fat tires that they got. And I got some 20s back there from the lowrider that I got, so it looks like I'm gonna take those tires out because I actually need another one. I'm gonna take those fat tires and I'm gonna put the 20s on the truck so it can look even crazier. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix the truck, and I'm gonna go ahead and primer it all black. So it's gonna look like powder black. Watch, you guys will see the difference. And I've been looking at some of the retail, well, not the retail, but like how much the selling price for a vehicle like that would be. And man, they're talking about these trucks are like when they're just like normal, like let's just say if it's a project vehicle, especially them trucks, and then right here in LA, those things are probably worth over 3,500, 35, maybe 4 Gs. Now I know why that guy that they saw me over there, the freaking manager of the auto zone over here, the guy saw me with that truck. I'm like, damn, dude, I love your truck, man. You got a badass truck, dude. I'm like, oh well, thank you, because I already know, I know about cars, especially my dad was a mechanic for over 50 years, and me myself, I have many cars before in the past, so I bought many and a lot of classic cars and a lot of cars that I wish I should have had right now, like my Buick Regal. There's this one guy that's kicks it out here. Shout out to that homeboy. I forgot his name right now, but he has a green Regal, and I don't know if he has switches in it, but I think he said he was gonna put switches in it. But but this guy, man, he has that thing, dude, and he says I told him, man, watch, one day I'm gonna buy this thing off of you, man. One day when I hit it big, which I believe we will, we're gonna hit it big, man. I told him, oh, come over here, man. I'll buy this thing off of you, man. I said, yeah, fool. If we got 13 G's for it, I mean, if we got 13 G's for it, man, it'll be yours. Or like, fool, if I actually make it, I'm gonna give you 15 G's for it, man. If you painted the color that I want, and it'll be all yours. Man, I'm taking this, man. It's gonna be mine. I took a picture with it actually, man. I got a picture somewhere around with it right there. One of the live stream uh, episodes that we did, or one of the posts that I have. You guys can see it. It's a green Regal, and I was right there. I took a picture. I had some sunglasses that day. Shout out to homeboy, man. But yeah, dude, if you're listening, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and take that from you, dude. You're gonna be happy all the way to the bank. Wow, you'll see, man. Damn. But yeah, he got some Dayton's in it, some 13-inch Dayton's in it too, man. And so yeah, it looks cool, man. Maybe that's what I'm gonna probably end up buying, some little Dayton's like that for my lowrider, for my Buick Saber, because it's one of those big long cars, V8 and everything. His I think is only a 6 cylinder, which I'm not upset about it. They're not really it's not really too they're not really a muscle car. So but the truck is definitely a V8. I believe it's only a 5.0. It's a 327 and engine. No, I'm sorry. a 305. It's a 305 engine, so I'm not mad at it. Um, I still got that engine back there that I got anybody's restoring a freaking Mustang or anything like that, man. I got that engine right there for sale. It's a six in line, straight up from a Mustang from the early to mid '60s, and Grandpa uh, had changed the engine of a Mustang, but the guy ended up putting a rebuilt one, so he took out the one that was used and put a brand spanking new one because he was restoring that Mustang, and yeah, man. So he took it and he left that one right there, gave it to Grandpa, which was my father, rest in peace. And yeah, man. So it's right there. Anybody wants it, man. Those things are worth a lot of money, dude. Anybody got about 500 bucks for it, man, could take it. You know, those things are worth over 2 grand or more because they don't make no six in line anymore. Anybody knows that if you're trying to restore a freaking vehicle to its original form, you gotta have that six in line, that six cylinder, that six in line Mustang engine, dude. And without it, dude, it's not gonna be like that. So anybody that knows anything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and post it out there too. But anyways, man, guys, man, yeah, we're gonna call it a day. I wish I could talk more, man. I think I spend a lot of time with talking about all this money stuff, man. But you know what? Go ahead and buy some Bitcoin too, guys. Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, man, it's gonna blow up. Mark my words. Right now, this market's gonna crash. Right now, we're already in a crash, pretty much. Listen to Rich Dad Poor Dad, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. He's another one of the guys that I don't want to call idols because I don't believe in idols, you know, but people that I do really look up to, man, that will make a difference in your life. Kind of like the Tate brothers as well, too, man. You guys can go ahead and even check out these guys too, like Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit's another guys that give you some information too, man. But another guy too that I follow is what you call it? What's his name? Dang, he's escaping my freaking my right now. That fool looks like Axel Rose too. Um, damn, but he kicks it. He's gone over there with those guys, man. With what you call it? With Fresh and Fit, with both of them, and what you call it? Kicking it with both of them, with Myron and Fresh, uh, and the podcast. You know, check them out, dude. You guys will not regret it, especially you young men that are trying to come up, man, and try and learn something, eh? But yeah, right now the because they already did the digital money, man. They're already signing a law. Biden already did the digital dollars here, and it's gonna be here to stay. So you guys better get some digital money, man, right now, because other than that, that other money, they're gonna be tracking you guys, and they're gonna know exactly what you're doing. So this is where the cryptocurrency like the Bitcoin and Ethereum is gonna blow up even more. So go ahead and get those, man. There's this one thing called right now. It's called Shiba Inu, less than a penny. Buy some of that. They say Polygon too is good. Avalanche they say is good too. There's a lot of guys. Listen to this guy. He's called himself. Listen to Miguel from Dollar Cost Crypto DC. Check this guy out, Mr. Dollar Cost Crypto, man. Shout out to you, brother. I've learned a lot with you too, man. I follow you guys a lot. You and Charlie. You guys got the Citadel. Where you guys actually teach people how to invest and how to work on this stuff. Which is something that I'm gonna end up doing in the future. Uh, as soon as I get my finances in check, man, or I'm able to sell some of these things, or I'm able to somehow hit it big somewhere where I can buy me a, because I did buy me a freaking laptop, man, and that was the intention for the laptop, my Apple laptop, but it ended up becoming defective, dude, and I don't know why ended up happening, but yeah, so it just came out defective, and the guy gave me another laptop, dude, and the thing, I think it didn't work either or something. I told him to give me something else and gave me some phones. But I never got another laptop because I can't afford it right now. Um, but yeah, whenever I'm able to get me enough money to buy me a laptop, guys, this is what I'm gonna start doing. Because these phones right here that I got is they're not so reliable when it comes to these Androids. You need something a little bit more sophisticated. That's the technology is gonna be in your favor, and so that's kind of what I'm gonna be looking to save up. And I know I don't got no job or nothing like that, man, but I'm just struggling a little bit. But God willing, man, we're gonna make it happen soon, man, and all for the sake of my kids, so I can leave them some kind of generational wealth of some sort, or at least give them a head start. We'll give them some kind of, for my daughter and my sons, and learn, so that way they learn how to not just be any slouch, but to learn how to be smart. They don't have to work physically hard like I did, man, because I broke my back. That's how I ended up in allegedly in workers comp, twice because of my, you know, physical abilities that working in the junkyards, man, getting myself working on work, putting your physical putting your physical well-being in harm's way, and not using your brain so much, trying to use your brawn rather than your brain. And so I had to pay for it. I paid dearly for it. So now I'm forced to use my brain, and the brain is what should have been used at the beginning rather than try to be using my brawn. And I could have probably gone farther than that had I known about the Bitcoin when it first came out, dude. When it was like, man, that's why a lot of food, just like a lot of foods became rich because they started investing in the Bitcoin because they knew about it in the early 2000s. Man, imagine you would have invested about 50 cents when it was like around 8 cents or 50 cents or whatever. Right now it's trading at $30,000 each coin. So had you bought yourself a good chunk of coins, and even Ethereum not so long ago, man. Right now it's barely only I think it's around $2 or $3,000. I think now it's jumping up to like three G's, about $3,000, $2,000, $3,000. I think it is. But even then, dude, even now, it's still like a good time to even buy that stuff, eh? Buy yourself a couple of those, man. They're talking about the projection of the Bitcoin early next year is going to be somewhere around or next year is going to be somewhere around 100 grand, projected to skyrocket all the way maybe even to $500,000, if that. A lot of people were talking 5 years ago saying that this thing was going to blow up to like $1 million, and Ethereum too, you know, somewhere around the low 100,000s. So yeah, go ahead and get into it right now, man. They're saying the like the Shiba Inu, they're talking about that thing's gonna blow up too. Even the Dogecoin is only about 8 cents, and that's what Elon Musk he's going he's endorsing that coin. You can actually buy a Tesla with the Dogecoin. So right now it's only 8 cents, dude. And they're talking about, imagine that thing jumps up to at least $1 or even $5, dude. Dude, you got to buy them right now. Imagine that thing jumps to $100, dude, and you buy yourself a good chunk, maybe like about I don't know, maybe a couple thousand of those coins. Man, you are gonna make some serious money. You don't get rich slow, they say. You don't get wealthy slow. You get wealthy rich fast. You get wealthy rich fast. You get rich fast. Everybody that's ever gotten rich, they got rich fast, quick, and they did it by striking, striking gold, basically. Figuratively, literally and figuratively. So that's what we're looking to do, man. So maybe in the next couple of years, man. God already told me, man. You know, God has blessed me very much, man, and I'll be able to bless my mother, and my family. I'm gonna bless my family a lot, especially the ones that have helped us in these hard times like now. I'm not gonna forget about them, dude, and I'm gonna go ahead and bless them too as well, just the way God has blessed me. I'm not gonna forget about them. And if I'm able to buy them something that'll last them for a long time, maybe like a home or something like that, dude. Why the heck not, man? Like my sisters, like especially my sister Estrella. Shout out to my sister Estrella. Mi cuñado también, mi cuñado Pascual, mi cuñado Paul. Her husband. Shout out to you, man. I mean, her son, Andy, my niece.
Diana, from my other sister. Shout out to my sister Adriana and mi cuñado Miguel. Shout out to you guys too, man. You know, and I'm not gonna forget about you guys, man. Shout out to everyone over there. Pero yeah, and I'm actually professing it, and I'm actually, you know, sometimes they say you gotta manifest it. Sometimes you gotta say it to make it, so you can really make it happen. Well, I'm telling it today, and I'm telling it now. And that's what we're working. That's what we're working on right now. Looking for. Might not look like much right now, but this coming year, that's coming up, dude, it's gonna be my year for sure. It's gonna be one of my biggest years where I'm gonna make a lot of stuff happen. So God willing, of course. And my daughter's gonna be 16 next year. My son's gonna turn 10 years old. My other son's gonna turn 9, and I'll be somewhere in my mid 40s, like I am right now already. So God bless you guys, man. You guys take care, man. Thank you for coming by. Everybody that showed up, thank you, honey, for showing up, man. We'll stay in touch, man. Everybody else that that has come around, and Mike Lima too is another individual that has come over here and show up. Mister Mister Lord Creedon too. Mister Mister Lord K. Yeah, what's up? What's up, brother, man? Shout out to you. Um, yeah, one day we're gonna go ahead and kick back one day, man. One day we'll chill out. We'll both be wearing bandanas. Gonna look like vatos locos, chilling out. And yeah, man. Este, who else, man? Who else do I gotta talk? Man, I don't know. Just too many people right now. It's just escaping my mind right now. So I got a whole load of ball of emotions right now at this moment. Just thinking about all this, the prospects of all this stuff, man. And yeah, we just got to make it happen, man. I gave you guys some good information, so you're not gonna get it anywhere else, you know. Um, but yeah, this is a. They just say it's not financial advice, but it's just something to look into, because this stuff too is kind of like gambling almost. You could lose everything if you're not careful. But you gotta make sure you go ahead and do things. That's how they say that right now it's a good time to get into these the artificial intelligence companies right now, because it's like you're buying right now. It's like it's 1986 buying Microsoft when it was like only like 80 something cents buying a Microsoft, for a couple pennies on a dollar. And look what it did. They become filthy rich. They became filthy rich, you know, and so they became some of the wealthiest man in the world. And don't ask me why, but they say that if you were born somewhere, and uh, I think if you have an eight, like you were born on the 28th, or you were born on the 20, no, actually on the 25th or on the 8th, they say that you're an individual that the number eight um, is actually considered money. Uh, 25 is because you go ahead and add 5 plus 3, you know, turns into 8, and and so forth. Or what is it? No, no, I'm tripping. Actually, it's man, I'm doing the wrong math. It's actually 26, man. 26. But either way, man, go ahead and follow this guy too, man. His name is they call him the Gary the numbers guy, Mister GG33. GS and Gary, the double is double G and double threes, which is 33. Mister GG33. Uh, just like Evan calls himself like that, Mister 33, always winning. Call him Mister Undefeated. Shout out to everybody over there too, man, in the railroad tracks, man. Shout out to you, fat boy over there, man. I know what's up, bro. Chaparro, Pablo, ¿qué onda, mi compa? El compa Pablo, el compa Omar. What's up, my brother? Emiliano también, que anda por allá. El compa el paisa también, compa paisa, su carnal. Uh, they say somebody, la sugar, su hijo y creo que andaba un primo por ahí, one of her cousins too. ¿Qué onda? El compa Diego del canal. ¿Qué onda? Um, yeah, too many foods to list. El compa Rambo, también el compa Rambo, Eddie. ¿Qué onda? El compa también, guys that I saw last night too. I saw Drama. What's up, Drama? Um, and then you got the two other guys too, Porky and Virus también. What's up, guys? And everybody else, man. Uh, all right, guys, man, we gotta go. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you guys. Take care, everyone. God bless and Godspeed to anyone and to everyone. And we'll talk to you guys later. Para la otra. All right. Gracias por venir. Gracias por, you know. También shout out to Beto, el esposo de Betty. Shout out to him too. And shout out to the familia Martinez. You know. Shout out to you guys. El chamo and, the side of my, mi cuñado. And todos mis sobrinillos también, like Carlos and everyone else. El Monster Masher too. What's up, Monster Masher? Talk to you guys later, man. Puro Chicano U-turn. We'll talk to you guys later, man. God bless and Godspeed to anyone and to everyone. Puro Chicano U-turn. Later.